Hey, what's going on, you guys? Just a little spur of the moment video here because there's not a whole lot of videos on the PTR really, but especially not the bipod. So this is a PTR91. Kind of excuse the background. This is just a random video I'm uploading really quick. But I got this wide forend from I think RTG Parts. It's a POF contract handcard, and then the bipod, which is POF contract. You can buy the real HK stuff, but it's way overpriced. This is kind of the same stuff. I mean, it's contracted. So anyways, I got this bipod. It just clips in right there. It's supposed to be somewhat loose, so you can kind of spin it there. All right, now it clips right into there. Now the problem is, when I first got this, let me show you. I was like, man, this looks fucking cool, right? And then I was carrying it around and I discovered, like, why are both the legs not really tied up against the handguard? They were like, what? Like, I'd pick it up, hold it, it's fine, just like that, let go of the handguard, and they'd like drop down to about there. Like, what in the fuck, dude? So fucking looked online everywhere. Of course, there's no information about it, and I didn't know if it was like a handguard problem, if it was a bipod problem, since it's not actual HK parts. So I did some looking around. I saw that these were locking up at a 90-degree angle, so no problem there. They do have a little bit of play side to side, but that's no big deal. They are made to be a little bit tight. I've talked to some people who actually have one. They're kind of a little bit sloppy and a little bit loose, but they shouldn't be that sloppy and that loose. So what I found out, after I found out that the bipod was probably not the problem, excuse this, I'm using one hand here. The issue is, now I don't know if this was a brand new handguard. I don't know if they size these for the bipods when they make it, or if you had to individually fit these to the bipods. So what I did was, I noticed that when I had it clipped in, the problem was the play was like fore and aft. But I took a mallet and I kind of hammered on, it was loose in here, so I hammered it right here, took the handguard off and hit it with a mallet a couple times till it got a little bit tighter, then tried the bipod. It was still loose, so I kept hitting it until it clamped down a little bit tighter. Didn't damage anything. This is probably what they've done before in the past. Put the bipod back on, and then I was like, well, it fits a little tighter. And then, excuse this again, I'm gonna put the phone down. All right. So now what I have is a bipod that sits tied up against the handguard. I mean, there's still a little bit of play in it, a little bit of slop. Not nearly as much as I had before. I might tighten it down a little bit more, but just for your guys' info, if you have the same problem, I know there's not a whole lot of information out here on the PTR HK stuff on YouTube. So if you have any more questions about it, go ahead and ask them, because I've tinkered with this thing quite a bit. And just FYI, I had this thing Cerakoted Elite Blackout by Charger Arms, so I had to redo this butt pad myself and everything, so I had to assemble the whole thing and take it apart. So I know a little bit about it. All right, have fun.